Welcome to a Ship With Me video. Today is Monday, October 7th, and just wanted to do a Ship With Me. It's been a long time. I feel the effects of Q4 starting as I'm very excited. So let's get started. I will try to stick platform by platform, and we'll be going off of the information from my phone. Okay, so I've pulled all my orders from my inventory and had a lot of higher dollar sales today. Or I'm sorry, over the weekend. I shipped out Friday morning. So the sales are from Friday morning through Monday morning. It's like 7:45 in the morning. Okay, so something that was exciting that really shocked me, Ralph Lauren, their higher label, it's the purple label. I can't remember if that's the highest, if it's above black. I'll put in the corner. I can never remember their tiers. But I found a knitted sleeveless sweater. It was an extra small, but I found it for $1, so of course I was going to pick it up and give it a shot. I did have this for sale for 10 months, but it sold for full price of $99.99, and it's going to New York. So that's always exciting. Again, it took 10 months to sell, but I'm only $1 into it, so I'm totally okay with that one. The next is a bald eagle copper with silver etching Western buckle for a belt. This one sold for $35, which was also a nice flip. I paid 40 cents for it, and I've had that listed for 10 months as well. The next one, I'm so shocked when things don't sell very well, but this is something I feel like would have done well on Etsy, and apparently I never cross-listed it on Etsy. It was this Y2K zebra print mini dress, really cute. It was satin, it had the spaghetti straps, baby doll waistline. I don't understand. I must have just not worded it right or something. So anyways, I got this dress for $1.50 back in May of 2022, a long time ago, and I sold it for best offer of $30. The next is something that my sister actually gave me. Now, if you are newer to reselling, or maybe you just are not aware of this, there is a popular TV show that's highly educational called Baby Einstein. I have picked up their toys and stuff in the past. It's not, I don't feel like it was mass produced, and it was very popular more so 15, 20 years ago. It wasn't mass produced at the time, and it's like having a resurgence, or maybe it's just never went away. If you ever find Baby Einstein things, look them up, because my sister, who's a speech therapist, had these Baby Einstein nature discovery cards, and they had been used, so they weren't like in like new condition, they were in used condition. They sold for $50, and they sold within a month and like a week. So $50. All right, the next is something that also took a long time. So I'm typically a vintage seller. Now, things take, I would say on average, 6 to 9 months, vintage item to find the right buyer, which I'm totally okay with. So, but I do pick up modern as well. So when these things are taking so long, if you're not a vintage seller, it may seem a very long time to you, but I do take in mind, I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyways, 2 vintage chain security, like burglar alarms, that you would see in apartments or condos. I got 2 of them. I wouldn't have picked them up because they weren't worth much, but since there were 2 dead stock still in the package, I went ahead and got them at the bins in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, back in January of 23, so a while ago, but they sold for $40. Now, when I'm giving you all these numbers, keep in mind I always have the buyer pay for shipping, like flat cost shipping, and so I do not include free shipping in my business model. Okay, this was also exciting. A few weeks ago, I'm not sure if I did the haul. I don't think I did a haul of this. Maybe I didn't. But Lancome is a nice skincare, I don't know if they do makeup, brand. And so when items are discontinued in like health and beauty, always look it up. I use Google Lens. You can use whatever, but Google Lens is my best friend when it comes to my business. I found 2 of these Lancome Visionaire Advanced Skin Correctors, sealed in the box, like still had the plastic wrap on the box, which is excellent. There was no expiration date on the box, so I couldn't verify how old it was, but I know they no longer make it. It wasn't vintage or anything. It probably was just discontinued recently, but they had the most recent one, I think, sold for $90. There were none available. I had 2 of them. I got them each for $5, if I didn't say that, at a local Goodwill, and they sold for $130 each. So my $10 investment was $260, and I listed those on the 24th of September, so they sold within a little over a week. Maybe not even, a little over a week. So I was extremely happy with that. Okay, the next is actually a personal item. If I have a personal item, instead of donating it, if I could make over $20, then I will resell it. And it was just my husband's Chicago Bears long sleeve shirt. It was a base layer. I don't know if it was branded or not, but it is in like new condition, and it sold for $25. I listed that clear back in January, but now we're coming, it's not the beginning of, 5 weeks in the NFL football season. Okay, the next item I got for free was this retro Emerson 3 CD disc player. I had to clean this. I probably spent 15 minutes cleaning it. It was covered in a layer of dust. I'm not afraid to clean something if I know there's value. So I cleaned it. I had to dig out some CDs of mine, and I tested it, included a video, which is important. I try to include videos if it's a higher dollar point, to prove that it works. It's just more trust in the buyer to the seller. And it was listed at $99 and sold it for $89. And it took me like 20 minutes. So it took me like 15-ish minutes to clean it, probably 5 minutes to test it. There's no remote. And then it took me another at least 20 minutes to safely wrap it, make a box, fill it with foam, like to make sure it's very safe, because things get damaged in shipment, and I haven't had a case, knock on wood, for a long time, because I'm like paranoid about something getting damaged. So I'm very good and efficient at wrapping fragile items. Okay, and then I also took out an extra ship insurance through eBay. The USPS insurance is crap, in my opinion. I've had bad luck with getting coverage from them in the past, or filing claims and them getting accepted. Okay, the next item sold was just in 1 day. And if you're not aware, Dansko, I only pick up certain styles now. I'm pretty selective. Also, they can get dry rot, so you always want to do the bend test. But Dansko actually makes men's clogs, which I was not aware of that. I found them in a size 45, which is equivalent to men's 11.5. They were really cool, like antique leather. So it's made to get distressed, and the more you wear it, the more it looks worn. So that's the look. But they were in beautiful condition, and I sold them for $50. I got them obviously just last week, or I listed them I think the same day I got them, and I got them for $2. Sold them for $50. So I was very excited for that. Okay, now we're going to move on. The other so that was just all eBay, guys. I think I had 10 orders going out for eBay, which is before inflation. So like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I was shipping out between 13 to 20 orders, and I ship every other day. And now I'm shipping like 5 to 10. Today, obviously, I'm shipping out more. Q4 is here, and I've been putting in the work the last few weeks to get my business where it should be. Think that putting extra fees for the buyer is going to deter people, but I will tell you from Mercari, I stuck with Mercari, and I have not noticed a change. And so all I did was, for my offers to likers that are sent out, when somebody likes an item, I increase it from 25%, I think, to 35% to make up for that change. And I have sold 2 items over the weekend. Not a huge deal. My Poshmark has died since live sales started a little over a year ago. So it is what it is, but I'm just going with the flow. It's a business. You need a pivot. Don't dwell on it. It's very annoying on Instagram people share their opinions, and I just don't like to get on social media. I like to stay positive, and there's always going to be change in online e-commerce, like always, and you just have to go with it. And if not, then you need to find another job. Okay, that's just my 2 cents. Okay, 2 items were not that exciting on on Poshmark. It's pretty much where I get rid of inventory, or it's just a lower sales, and people have been lowballing me like crazy. I feel like more so recently, like 75% off, 80% off my asking price. Okay, so this, I think I still have it over here. So women's swim cover, and I don't even know why I picked this up. I probably got it at the bins. My lint roller was stuck to it. It is an Amita Natani Maxi swim cover. So it's a size large. It's a really pretty blue tie-dye. I'm actually surprised this did not sell during summertime, but it sold for $20. I had it listed for, I don't even know, for like $38. We counted back and forth maybe once or twice, and I settled for this because I've had this listed since August of 2022, which is terrible. I paid $3 for it, and I'm totally happy to turn $3 into $20. So with the new fee structure, my earnings were $16.35, which I'm okay with turning 3 into 16. I will just lick my wounds and move on. I'm trying to sell items for higher dollars because I need to grow my business, and I can't do that selling low things. I can't be a volume seller because I work part-time. Okay, the other item I already have bagged up, but I love this. I love it. Haven't seen one like this before, but if you're familiar with Christmas Vacation, the Uncle Eddie, he had that trapper hat. It would have like the fur lining. This would be perfect. My guess is that somebody is going to be Eddie for Halloween, because it looks, I think this one was a navy blue and Ted was Eddie's brown, but it's a trapper hat, has the ear flap. I think I listed this for 40 some dollars. We went back and forth a few times, and I settled for $29. I accepted her offer. I have had this listed since April. I paid $2 for it. Accepted the offer of $29, so my earnings are $24.77, which I'm still happy with. Okay, I did not have any sales over the weekend on Mercari. It's kind of slow, like Poshmark. Those are my slower platforms, including Depop. My main are eBay and Etsy. So I have 3 orders for Etsy, and they're usually higher dollar amounts, which I absolutely love. The first one is flatware or silverware set. It was 49 pieces. It was the same style but 2 different makers. One was Leonard, which I hadn't heard of before, and Oxford Hall. So like I said, it was a 49 piece flatware set. It had 10 full sets and then extra pieces. I got those back in April. They were actually featured in a Thrift With Me video, and I paid $8 for those, and I sold them for best offer on Etsy of $135, which is wonderful. The next, which is so weird, I got these 2 men's 70s plaid pants over the summer, and I've had them listed since, when did I list these? June 12th. I've had no offers or serious attention on them, which I thought was a little strange. And then they both sold on Etsy within 5 minutes to 2 different buyers, different locations. I'll totally take it. They sold for $50 a piece, I believe. Let me double check. Yes, because I do discounts. Like if somebody leaves an item in their cart for Etsy, I think I have an email that gets sent to them for 10 or 15% off. And then I do have the option turned on for people to send me offers. I don't know at this time they rolled it out to 100% of your closet or just a certain number. But and then sadly, Depop, I did sell something. I sold 2 items last week. I sold 1 item over the weekend. It slowly chugs along, but when I look back at my 30-day marker, it makes a car payment for me. So I still put a cross list on there. So it takes me a few minutes. not a big deal, but I still do list there. I know some people, it's just very slow. I don't know the answer. I wish I had tips. I would share them with you, but I don't. I will note when I am listing my items, people are putting their stuff up for dirt cheap. Like, how do they make money doing this unless they're volume sellers? I don't get it. And they model their clothes. It's like, if you're going to model your clothes and sell it for $10, really? But they're younger. They probably don't have kids. You know, different stage of life, maybe. Okay, so I sold this. I think I featured it in a recent haul. It's Y2, maybe 90s Y2K, I believe it was Paris Blues, like a beige faux fur shaggy jacket. And I remember when I got it, and I don't even know if I saw this when I did the haul video, but I went to list it. Maybe, no, I think I did, because I explained what I was going to do. There was an actual cigarette burn on the collar, but it's kind of like where it was folded over. And since it's shaggy, I could like put in 3 or 4 little stitches, and the shag covered up any of the stitch marks I had. You couldn't even tell. I did disclose it, as I disclose any repairs that I do and show it in pictures, but you literally could not tell. I had this initially listed for $85 over on Depop. I had an offer sent out to somebody and they countered at $69, and I did accept. I believe I paid $3 for that, so I was happy with the flip, and I listed this within the last few months. I'm trying to think if that is all I have going out. If I covered everything. I think I did. I will put in the corner my gross total sales for the weekend, and I have a lot of work cut out for me. Put in the comments since the beginning of October, which has been a week now. Have you guys seen an increase in sales, as this is the beginning of Q4? Last year, I didn't see an uptick in sales until the later part of November and then month of December. So I'm excited that I had a nice last week of sales, and I hope it continues. As long as I continue to find great things that are in demand, that is important. I know a lot of newbies. My first year was a big struggle of finding items, thought they were cool, but then they wouldn't sell. So this is my 8th year. It does take time and research and watching YouTube videos of things that are selling, not things that people are buying, but things that are actually selling. So hope this was educational for you guys, or just a little bit of entertainment for your morning as you're shipping out your items. So hope to catch you on my next video. Feel free to subscribe and like, do all the things to help grow my channel and just be part of this reseller community with me. All right, I will catch you on my next video, guys. Bye.